you see the sign behind me? I wanted to leave the light off for a second so you guys can see that on the air. Alexa, turn on the office light. See, and then it drowns it out and you can't see it. Yes, I sound Tante Oso, that bear you all know, out of hibernation to entertain Raider Nation. What? You heard me, and so did everyone else. Let's go. Now I'm just showing off. Often imitated, never duplicated. That bull with no hair that shouts like Ric Flair. Woo! What? Woo! The Raider Bear! A Raider! There ain't no fan base. There is no franchise with a fan base like Raider Nation. None. It doesn't matter how many games they win. It doesn't matter how many championships they have. Putting foots in them. What? You heard me. The Raider Bear. You guys are all in the mercy tonight of my good mood. That's right. Oh, you don't know. It's coming. So what's up, Raider Nation? Welcome to the show. Please consider a subscription to Raider Bear family page. It's just $5 a month. You can cancel at any time, but you will not want to, because I do private shows just for my supporters where I answer all your questions and I act even more hype than I am right now. No, it's true. Right down there next to the blue thumbs up, there's a green badge. If you click on that, you'll be on your way to subscribe to Raider Bear Live. And on YouTube, YouTube, it's free. Okay, I'm not, you don't even get a spiel. Okay, I don't have a little prepared speech for YouTube. Okay, just go click my YouTube. Okay, it's a jerk move not to. It's a jerk move not to. Okay, it's free. Well, I mean, I didn't mean that in a hostile way. It just sort of came out that way. Tradish! Raider Bear Live. First comment. Woo! MVP tonight goes to Travis Kelly. Travis, have you ever won a gold medal? Hey, brother, you're coming up. I mean, you and me, starting to get right there. I mean, not like Travis King. That's Travis King's thing. Don't do that. Second place, my silver medal, Bob Stannard. All right, we're moving on. My friend Bob Stannard, who continues to humiliate me with his stupid baseball team. Bob Stannard! Hi, Casey. Yeah, his better half. Third place, my bronze medal, my first supporter ever, Anna Diaz Rincon. Girl, sup? No, I'm serious. I was blessed to get Anna Diaz Rincon, my first supporter ever. She's the sweetest little thing. She looks like oatmeal cookies and honey butter. She's just so sweet. YouTube, first place, gold medal, Jim Vanderland, who now is becoming somewhat dominant on YouTube. Second place, my silver medal, YouTube style, Scotty Lutz. I don't know how to drag the Z. Scotty, I gave it a shot. What's up, brother? Welcome to the show. Third place, my last bronze medal. Everyone's like, thank God he's almost done. YouTube bronze, Nicholas Maida, who does some of my favorite, who does some of my favorite comments in the world. That's my guy right there. Okay, that one there. I'm just gonna do it now because I'm just dropping everything and I'm making a mess. You guys want to see the Bears package tonight? No, not like that. Don't do that. It's not funny anymore. Okay. Check this out. I'm just spoiling people tonight. Who's going to come and get it? The Raider backpack tonight. Now, I want to make this clear. This is not a backpack like a kid wears to school. It doesn't have 100, pockets on it. It's just a simple bag backpack. You draw straight in. It's pretty cool. And I personally, I honestly, I bought two just so I could have one because I think this is cool. And you can see right there the NFL logo endorsement and all that stuff. Pretty cool, but I'm not done yet with my auto package offer. We're calling this the Bears auto package tonight. The black on black. Check that out. And it's the metal one, not plastic. The black on black metal thingamajig around your license plate. It's awesome. Bear with me. Now, if your vehicle is white, I repeat, pay attention. If your vehicle is white, like my truck, you're excluded on this next one. But here it is. That's right. The see-through decal. Check that out. You just peel this off. If you have a black ride or any color other than white, this just jumps off it. It's super dope. I've even seen people take a razor and slice through it and then put it halfway on their door. So when the door opens, it splits the logo. It's dope. I don't know. Pretty cool. Okay. For everyone for the Raiderette in your life, that's right. I'm including one of these awesome Raiderette patches in my package. I just shouldn't call it my package. That's probably why it keeps staying funny. So I'll stop saying that. The package, not my package. Okay. So here's the Raiders patch with the script print. I absolutely love these. If you have something you want to put it on, it works really well with the shoulder or anywhere on the chest. It's just like a perfect fit. If you have other, patches you want to sneak this in, it's really easy to do. And last but not least, I'm throwing in one each of my own personal patch, Raider Bear, the Raider Bear whiteout and the Raider Bear blackout patch included in this package is insane. It's probably one of my best packages I've ever done. Oh, and I'm not trying to be conceited, but I was going to throw in one of my personal little cards here. They're pretty cool. So, yeah. And all of that goes into the package tonight on Raider Bear Live. So bids away. Let's go. I got to hear it ring. Corinna Trujillo, what's up, love? Welcome to the show. Vicky Orr, always there for Raider Bear. Love Orr. Steeler Val, how you doing? Tommy, good to see you. Stephen Marchant, what's up? Good to see you there. Joshua Russell, what's up? He said, Bear. I got a lot of bears. Bear. Everyone's trying to get the first one. Jeff Gibbs, what's up? Welcome to the show. Chris Strong's in the house. What's up, Chris? Welcome to the show. Ramiro Cashflow Castro in the house. What's up, brother? Welcome to the show. Tanamoku, always there for a Raider Bear. Yes, Travis Kelly. That's what I do. I put foots in them. James Walker, family in the house. Hi, Princetta. No, Nicholas Maida, I did not freeze. You stop that. Jim Vanderlyn on both as usual. Appreciate that. Bozilla in the house. What's up, Bobo? Here in the show, though. Bo, just off topic. Everyone stay out of this for just 1 second, okay? Bozilla, okay? Godzilla -1. Bruh. We got to make sure we go the same day to see it, and then right after the show, we'll go online and just give all the story away. F everybody else's feelings. Denton Rhodes. What's up, Denton? Welcome to the show. Space Force. Travis Kelly never won a gold before tonight. That's my guy. Troy Gill. How you doing, Troy? Good to see you. Doc Raider, greetings, Raider Bear. Long night last night, long day today. I'll sleep when I'm dead. That's right, man. I got money to make and family to kiss and roads to tear up with my bike. That's right, my bike, okay? I'm not getting a Harley. Okay, everyone get over this, especially you, Autumn Wind, okay? Stop heckling the bear. I'm not getting a Harley, okay? I don't fall well, okay? People fall off those things. And if you can fall off one of those and get hurt, I'll find a way to do it. By the way, this shirt saves lives. Look at that right there. Okay. They sent me that because we went over something like 7,000 and we have a $7,000 raised, and we have a regular monthly thing we do now with St. Jude. So they send us these cool shirts that say they're saving lives because they are. And I'm doing it with Raider Nation with things like tonight. Frank Zander said, Raiders! Frank, don't do that. You're going to wake my neighbors. Rick Samarano. What's up, Island Jen? Welcome to the show. That's my brother from some other sucker. Stephen Marchant. You the man. I appreciate that, brother. All right, now let's get into the skinny because we all know what really is going on right now. Okay, and we're all tripping over the comments from Devante Adams. Okay, and everyone has their different opinions about what's going on with that. It's getting kind of, depressing for some Raider fans because they think they're sure they know what this means and so on and so forth. Now, first, I just want to say, first and foremost, I don't think it means that he wants out. If he wanted out and that was it, why would he be showing so much anger? See? Now, I'm not saying he doesn't want out either. I'm going to show you. See, he's a grown man. What he's saying is the Raiders are on the clock. They're going to have to show me why I'm going to stay here. And then he said to the camera, I want greatness. I'm not about wins, losses, stats. No, greatness. I'm trying to put a record together. Okay. A Hall of Fame like record. Now, some people got mad at him. They felt like that was selfish, especially coming off of 2 wins to act angry, pissed off. But see, people didn't read what he was saying right. If you really read what he's saying, I want to be great. And if I'm great, the Raiders are great. Not scratch by and get a win. Oh, scratched by and got another win. See, that's BS. And that's what he's saying. He's not satisfied with this. Were you satisfied? You might be glad we won, but are you satisfied? Were we great? Do you see what I'm saying? And we can't now take Devante's head off when he's trying to do the very thing we would all want him to do. He's saying to everyone on that roster, this isn't good enough. And it's not. Is any one of you right now watching me feeling like we're going to the Super Bowl? No, we're light years from that. The way we're playing right now, our starter can't stay on the field. Our backup is 57 years old. And our third stringer is in diapers. That's not a good situation. And so now you've got a guy who is on a Hall of Fame pace in his career, and he's watching us all celebrate and jump up and down about little squeak by wins. He's trying to be great. Now, don't get me wrong. He also leads the league in targets. So I don't know what he wants. I mean, he's getting more targets than anybody. But I say to you, listen to what he's saying. He didn't say I need more targets. He didn't say I'm not getting the ball enough. He never said that. He said I want greatness. So when we're in the red zone, go to him and let him go up against 5 guys. He'll come down with it and show greatness. Let him have those moments. We don't go for it. Do you know what I mean? When you think of, come on, let's go for it. We don't play like that. We play like Josh McDaniels, and we use a calculator to make sure that we matriculate the ball down the field. And hopefully if we can keep the offense matriculating, we'll get some touchdowns. No. I mean, it's no. I feel Devante in every way. And I'll be honest with you. If this were a normal situation, I want to be honest. If this were a normal situation, we were talking about Tay Diggs or Terrell Owens back in the day, the way he did things, everybody would be calling him a malcontent. And there already are some guys that are, on TV, the pundits, guys that do what I do, they're on their shows and they're saying, how can you be this selfish? And, it's about team, not you, and all this stuff. And, I was surprised to hear that from other athletes. You know what I mean? I'm an athlete. I didn't get to the pro level, but I'm an athlete. I hear what he's saying. You know what I mean? When I was an athlete, and, I'm sure some of you have experienced, whether, I don't care if it was peewee football or high school football or high school basketball, you felt what it's like when you knew that you had the talent to win, that you had the skills to score, that you had the ability to get your team in a better position to win, especially soccer. I have a lot of friends that play soccer. They'll end the game and they'll be like, oh, they didn't find me when I was on the wing and blah, blah, blah. But when you're that, look, Kobe Bryant, see, he's channeling his inner Kobe Bryant. That's it. Everyone around the league that had something to say about Devante Adams that's negative needs to shut up, because he did it during the winning. So they said, oh, that's selfish. No, it shows it's real. He's saying this isn't good enough. It doesn't matter if we can win these little measly games against chump teams. You got to rise up sometimes, and you got to go for it. And everything about Josh McNickelstick is I don't have to do it again. You saw it. Tommy, you do it for everybody. Put him foots in him. Throw the ball. No, but more importantly, now we've got Brian Hoyer, so there's still kind of a problem. See, if we're going to go with it, Brian Hoyer or Aiden O'Connell, I would have trusted Aiden to get the ball to Devante Adams before Brian Hoyer. Now, not because Brian Hoyer's not accurate. He's accurate and he'll get in the ball, but it's not going to be, it's not going to be greatness. It's not going to be challenging guys. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe what he had to say will do what it should do. See, on a team like ours that's going through wins, losses, are we a good team? Are we a bad team? We're trying to really figure that out. You know what I mean? Because what we put on the field doesn't really match our personnel. Our personnel says we should be better. Now, if one of our players, one of our leaders steps up and says, this isn't good enough, follow me, then shut up and do it. If Max does it, what would we do? We'd shut up and we'd do it. So I'm hoping that the team, I don't care what the press does, okay? But I'm hoping that the team looks at what he said and says, let's go. We can only hope. David Pelcliva, Mount Rushmore in the house. John LaJoy, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. Josh Russell, the heavyweight champion of the world. Yeah, that's right. He's still the best. He's the gold medalist tonight, too. You just own that, okay? He just stepped in here like a bad guy wrestler and punched everyone in the face, and while the crowd booed, Josh slowly raised his championship belt above his eyes and said, look at that. That's right. What's up, Josh? Welcome to the show. And yes, my package will keep growing. Even reading it again, he got me. Yes, my package will keep growing as the night goes on if Mama Bear comes in here. Will Nanoff, the crazy squirrel in the house. What's up, Will? Welcome to the show. Oh, no, I'm going to stop now. So, free agency, we got to talk about that for a minute, because I've had a lot of people asking me about free agency, and I wasn't really giving you too much of an answer because I hadn't had a chance to really study the free agent market, and I apologize for that. But I have tonight. I have a list of people that I've looked at in front of me, and we'll talk about it in a second. Now, as far as injury report and who's going to be on the field, Devante Adams is ready to go. We are not going to have Jacorian Bennett. Unfortunately, his shoulder and his knee issue was a little bit too much for him. Max Crosby obviously had limited practice all week, but like I told you, that was just rest. He's going to go. Jimmy Garoppolo, our starter, is out. Tyler Hall had an ankle issue, but he got in limited practice all week. He's going to be a game time decision. Offensive tackle is concussion, but he got a limited and then a full practice on Friday. So I think Justin Herron is going to make it okay. Now, if you guys remember, I actually reported that he was in concussion protocol and that he had a do not practice on Wednesday, but Thursday limited, Friday full, so he should be out of protocol and he should be able to play. Nate Hobbs will not play. He's out. And our favorite linebacker, Robert Spillane, even though he was in for a knee and a shoulder, he had full practice all week. He's going to be ready to go. Okay, now for the Bears, really quickly, their quarterback, Justin Fields, he is out. I'm sorry, I was on the wrong line. He is out. It's Dan Feeney, their offensive lineman. He's a game-time decision. And Nate Davis, another offensive lineman, ankle. He is out for sure. So they have an offensive lineman out. They have an offensive lineman that may not play. They have another offensive lineman that's questionable and another one coming off of concussion protocol. So they are banged up, man. I mean, the Bears, I look at the Bears list. I mean, they're as banged up as any team I've seen this early in the season. They have 12 guys on the injury list, and almost all of them are for real. Ankle, knee, thumb, hamstring, foot, concussion, nut, thumb, back, illness, shoulder, and a groin pull in their safety. He had limited practice, but he's questionable. He may go. Also, the offensive lineman with the bad shoulder, he's questionable, but he got a full practice on Friday, so he'll probably go. All right, that's about it on that. Now, going to free agency, I don't like a lot of the names that we heard about initially. La'el Collins, the offensive tackle, I think that would be nice, but I don't know if our line is so bad that we would look at offensive line in free agency. I'd like to think we'd look at defense and just hope that we can keep working the offensive line moving forward. Also, when we've got Jimmy Garoppolo on the verge of missing the rest of the season, and I don't know how many of you've noticed that, but first he's out and then he's back. He gets his foot surgery and then he's back. And then now he's back again. And, it's like, Jesus. I mean, just go ahead and screw us and go home and say you can't play for the rest of the season. Fly to Cancun and we'll send you your $40 million. Not that none of us saw that coming. Okay. All right. So Frank Clark is edge rusher. He's the number 2 ranked free agent on the market right now. He's still only 31. And he could even bring us some knowledge about the Denver Broncos having played their last, although I don't know that we'd need any. Yeah, the hell with Denver. Okay, so moving forward, the next obvious piece is Carolina and their defensive lineman, Matt Ioannidis. He's only 29 years old. That would even be a guy you could give a 2 or 3 year deal to at only 29 and maybe let him really grow as a Raider. That could be interesting because I don't think there's any doubt he'd play well. He's played well for Carolina. It's just his contract's up, and I don't think they want to pay him. Okay, so last but not least, Melvin Ingram. Now, Melvin Ingram's bounced around the league a little bit. He's 34 years old now. But I would argue with you guys, we would only need Melvin Ingram to really just play well. Melvin Ingram throughout his career has been a, pretty productive pressure / sacks guy. I would argue like Chandler Jones, just better and less crazy. I'm sorry. I know that's not fair. God bless Chandler Jones. I hope he's okay. But Melvin Ingram, only 34, I think he would be a good, nice fit. And then with the problems we've been having at cornerback and our backfield, I would like us to look either at Desmond King of the Pittsburgh Steelers, he's only 29, or Casey Hayward of the Atlanta Falcons. He's still only 33. That would be a great fit for us. And I think they could bring something to the table right away. Now, Carlos Dunlap, the Kansas City Chiefs 34-year edge rusher, although it would bring us something about Kansas City, I don't know really how much, you know what I mean? He's just a defensive man. I don't know if he could literally come in and say, this is the playbook and this is how they do it. You know what I mean? I don't think he would have that, but maybe some tendencies, maybe some calls, he would be able to help, that kind of thing. But outside of that, I don't like it. I don't mind 34. I don't mind that. Obviously the last Melvin Ingram was 34, but in this instance, Carlos Dunlap, he was the guy that he used to play linebacker. And then he was with the Arizona Cardinals for a while, and he was playing linebacker. Then they kind of converted him to edge, and I don't want to convert. I want a guy who can play it. Now, Akeem Hicks, Tampa Bay Bucks, 33, defensive lineman. That could be interesting. And how many people have noticed how well Jenkins is panning out for us? Okay, I told you guys would love Robert Spillane. He's played great for us. And right when we signed the nose tackle, formerly of the Dolphins, Jenkins, I told you that guy was going to solidify stuff for us. And also, we've got an interview just recently where Josh McDaniels just goes on and on about how professional he is, about how smart he is, about how hard he works. Even though he's this long in the league, he still shows up like a guy that's fighting for his job, and trains like it too. I Love that guy. Love that guy's attitude. Okay, Byron Jones, cornerback of Miami Dolphins, only 30 years old. Now, again, that's another guy that could be a good fit for us. The Philadelphia Eagles, Robert Quinn, he's an edge rusher, 33 years old. Again, not old, not young, but not old. You know what I mean? I feel like a defensive end, you can get up in the 33s, 34s, maybe even 35 if you've stayed healthy. And your weight, it would depend on your weight too. Okay, let's see. Now, there's a bunch of guards on the list, but I don't know if we really need a guard. If we would look at anything, it would probably be tackle because we have guys on the team right now that can play guard tackle. Like, for example, Van Rotten, the guy we brought in that was a Buffalo Bill previously. I love that kid and the way he's filled in. So, and then also Gabe Jackson, who has a lot of familiarity with us. He went to the Seattle Seahawks. He's on the free agency list again and only 32. I would look at that. If I was Josh McDaniels, I think that would be smart. You'd be bringing him back to a franchise he loved. There'd probably be still at least a couple of players here that he knew before he left. And that would be a good fit for him, having known once a Raider, always a Raider. Here's a question for you. Will the Raiders ever win another Super Bowl? Nicholas Maida, I do believe the Raiders can win a Super Bowl and win a Super Bowl quickly because the NFL now is built for teams to go from bad to good really quickly. With free agency, with the way they do the draft position and have so many players having extra balls in the lottery so that they get higher up picks and so on and so forth. And then the quality of players that are coming out of schools and going into free agency now. You can take a team that's pretty average and bring them to great like that. For example, look at the Lions. I mean, the Lions aren't that far removed from when they had a no-win season, literally 0-win season. And then suddenly 2-3 years later, they're playing pretty well. And, you know, feared right now. Michael Purifoy, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. Adams just wants his cake and win it too. I don't agree with any of that. I don't agree with any of that. And I know you didn't mean this bad, but I just mean, Travis, when anyone says that he wants his cake and eat it too, they're essentially saying he wants to win, but it has to be because of him. But I agree with that. Isn't he our best player? Now, I know we could make an argument for Josh Jacobs, but we're already getting him the ball. Is he or is he not our most explosive weapon? I mean, I just think it's obvious, guys. You know, and he's not having that explosive, I'm Devante Adams kind of career with us. He's not. We've got to find a way to give him the ball, but impactful moments, not just filler. Here's 10 catches, which is what we were doing. That I think it was the second game with Garoppolo, and he's just like following Devante all over the field. And I mean, okay, that's fine, but I mean, it's got to be about winning. Raisin Raider Rhino out there getting ready for the Chicago game. What's up, brother? Bringing that good Raider Rhino karma to our Raiders. All right. In my opinion, or whatever it's worth, Devante sounded frustrated. Corinna, yes, but that frustration is focused in anger over the fact that he knows we should be better than this. We just should. And what he means is it's not enough to have a big weapon. It's even more to know when and how to use it. And they have to utilize him. Do you see what I'm saying? Not just here, Devante, here's some catches, be happy. No, you don't mix him into the offense. You make him the offense. And you use everyone else to get us down the field. And then you attack with Devante. If Josh McDaniels doesn't get that, then he's a stupid I'm making this public because I want people to pray for you. I worry about you, Daddy. Oh, no, don't worry. Chris Robinson, I agree with Adams. I'm glad we won, but I'm not excited about these wins. Exactly. Anthony Olgan Jr. says, facts. Appreciate that. Chris Robinson, we're in that no man's land right now. Yeah. Yeah, Chris, I can't argue with that. Benny Arriaga, what's up, man? Welcome to the show. Patrick Ramos said, yes, we don't play like Al Davis. Yeah, Patrick, that's hard to do. You know, I mean, that's hard to do. I've never thought of Mark Davis as having to outdo his dad because I just don't think that's possible. There's just Al Davis did so much that didn't even have to do with football. You know what I mean? I mean, he was a maverick for ethnic rights, for gender rights, and women getting jobs and higher personnel positions. And I mean, he did so much. The first Mexican-American, first black coach. And he did so much. And Ramiro. Cash flow Castro. Appreciate the love on the stars. Go get it. Okay, look, there's so much stuff in this package that it's hard to even demonstrate it, okay? It's just mucho package, okay? It's just so much stuff. It's falling all over me. It's going all over the place. Cats and dogs, lions and tigers. It's raining pit bulls. My black patch, my white patch upside down. My look at that. It's beautiful. My script patch. The decal for a car that's not white. If you have a white car, it's just not going to work, okay? Pay attention. The sweet black on black Raider license black sort of thingy, and it's metal, not plastic. The Raiders backpack, and not like some kid going to 4th grade. Okay, this is dope. Okay, all of that. Oh, and the Raiderette patch. Don't forget the Raiderette patch. And of course, the best part of the package, the picture of me. I know. I should have put in 2. I know you guys love this. That's going in there too, okay? So you remember to bid on that because it's awesome. They need to step it up for sure, Anthony Algan. Yeah, and if they look at free agency legitimately and they bring us some help on defense, then I'll believe that Josh McDaniels is doing his job, but not before then. I just, no way. Bobby Ware, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. I absolutely live for football season. I've seen winning seasons and I've seen losing seasons. We've been losing a lot here in the last decade plus. So any win we get, I will celebrate. If not, I would completely be miserable and I can't live my life like that. Michael, come on, tell us how you really feel. It feels like you let us in on one of your psych evaluations. All right, now, seriously, I love Michael Purefoy. That's my guy right there. Now, first and foremost, Michael, that's awesome. Great comment. And I would say this to you. Win, lose, or draw, Raider through it all. That's what I say. What do you think about the BS that Goss was said to Max? He wanted him to get rid of his AA symbol. Anna, I think that we are overreacting to that because they asked him to do it not knowing what it was. They just thought it was some sort of cool logo design that he was doing, so they want him to stop because it draws attention to himself in a way that the other players would then want, and then the players or the league would have to change the rules, and they don't want to do that. So they essentially just reached out to him and said, change that. And then that's when Max countered with, hey, this is a symbol of my pride in how hard I have worked for my sobriety. Now, once he said that, I have to imagine the league is, they're going to backpedal on that a little bit. Now, will they let him use it though? No, because it's still allowing a player. Then what happens next year? You'll have a guy say, I want it because it reminds me of my Muslim heritage, and they'll have to let him have it. Then you'll have a guy come on and say, I'm Canadian, the clover leaf. It reminds me of my mother. And they'd have to let them all in. So they're probably going to tell Max Crosby nicely that he has to do it a different way. They might even let him put something on his jersey or something like that. They might sponsor something behind sobriety, and it ends up becoming something positive next year. But the league won't let that, fall on, hey, we made the guy take off his sobriety triangle. They're not going to do that. They'll do something about it. Rick Samarano. 24 draft has a potential deep quarterback draft. 9 picks should provide an even better team. I believe next year is the make it or break it for Josh McDaniels. Well, Rick, as usual, great comment, but I would say this to you. I don't think that Josh McDaniels is a good coach, and I don't think he ever will be. And so the idea that we hope he wins, the idea that we pray he's able to get his act together for the Raiders, I'm into all that. I'm into that. I want to pray he wins. I'm praying for his good health and great play calling, and that he really, gets his act together. In other words, I want to be wrong. I'm saying into the camera, you're not a head coach. And you're not even really a particularly good offensive coordinator unless you're working with the Ken doll that we have as a part owner upstairs. I'm sorry, Tom Brady. It's easy to look like a brilliant offensive coordinator when you have one of the winningest quarterbacks in history. Okay. See, Tommy, that's how you do it. When you get really, really mad, you chew the words back, give it a little swallow, and just blow that out. Say it with me. Oh, come on there. Why can't I get this comment? Say it with me, Raider Bear. Coach McDaniels is a dunderhead. And from what Grampy says, Mr. Davis is too. Well, your Grampy is correct, little Tommy. I need an R-rated version of the Bear on my podcast. I understand this is a family show. Chris Robbins said, I have had my fair share of shows where I've went on and let it rip. So you let me know when and where, and I'll do it. Because the truth is, I have some things I would say about Mark Davis that, would have too many beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, and no. Marlo isn't here tonight. You're safe, Bear. Whatever. He's safe. Oh, Chris Robinson is with me tonight. Coretta! Hello! Get him, girl. I knew I had you when I put in that Raiderette patch. No, I probably said you wanted to. Rick Samarano said the right tackle Davis out is huge. Yeah, whenever you lose a tackle, yeah, it's big. But the Bears, just like us, they've got a lot of problems. Yeah, Rick Samarano said it best. The Bears are limping into this. Exactly. Rick Samarano's got us 27-16 over the Bears, okay? Fields was the majority of the Bears' offense. Matt Marinovich, I would agree with that, but I have a problem. They're bringing in a young quarterback. He's only 23 years old. I did a little research on him earlier. I'm trying to find it. I've got it right here. Okay, his name's Tyson Bagent. Okay, Tyson Bag, B-A-G, and then E-N-T, Bagent. Anyway, Tyson Bagent, he's pretty tough. I was impressed by him. He's got a physical build. He's about 6'3". He throws the ball hard. He's tall in the pocket. And I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a baby and everything, but look at how excited we've been about Aiden O'Connell. I'm saying they're just as excited as that they are. They're as excited about their kid as we are about ours. And I just watched a little film on him, and he's got a cannon. I mean, he can throw the ball. I don't know that he will. I don't know that the Bears will let him, but I would say this, why not? I mean, why would you hold him back? You know what I mean? They may let him really cut loose and throw the ball at us hard. If they play for the Patriots, we'd probably pick them up in free agency. Correct. Marcus Atchison, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. I don't know why we don't sign Matt Ioannidis and get a quality defensive tackle. Well, he is a defensive tackle, Matt Ioannidis. So, yeah, I wouldn't mind that. He's not a defensive end, defensive tackle. As far as defensive edge guys go, Robert Quinn is still on the board. He was playing with the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay, he's used to winning. He's still only 33. I would bring him in, and I would look at that. And then also Carlos Dunlap. He's available. I don't know how much I love him. I was saying that earlier because Melvin Ingram is available. I'd probably look at Melvin Ingram before I would look at him. And then also with corner, we have Casey Hayward from the Atlanta Falcons, still only 33, only 29 years old from the Pittsburgh Steelers, Desmond King. I would be looking at guys like that, guys that we know could fit for a year, but maybe 2 years. Okay, if Gimpy G doesn't come back, I think his career might be over. Gimpy G, I think, is gone. I think he's just getting ready to pick which one of these injuries he's going to end his Raiders season on, and that's going to be it. Leonard Williams would be nice, Tanamoku, but Leonard Williams is the kind of player you put in your long-term plans. And the Raiders might be looking for a Band-Aid, someone to play a year, maybe 2. You know, someone like Williams, he's going to want a contract. Even if Adams or any great players on our Raiders have high standards of winning Super Bowls, I honestly couldn't blame them because they deserve teams that are way better than we are. Well, I don't know if they deserve it, but I just know that Devante Adams has been on a kick where, he wants to be on a winner and he wants to be the reason why you're winning. Coretta! Truck, hello! Go get it, girl. He's the best wide receiver in the league. Anthony, okay, and so essentially, if you have the best wide receiver in the league, he should be in the highlights and feared by everyone in the league. Instead, he's an afterthought in our offense. Even with him leading in targets and catches and so on, it's not in impactful moments. That he's not why we're winning. He's just there. And that's not enough. And when people say, oh, he's being selfish, you're not listening. He's not saying, I want the ball. He's saying, I want to make us great. So when there's those moments, when you look at all the years you've been watching football highlights, okay? Remember the one like with Joe Montana when he was playing against Dallas or Pittsburgh or whatever, and he was drifting back and he threw one? Okay, see, that's great moments. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what Devante's talking about. He's saying it's not enough just to find him and make him a part of the offense. No, that'll win a handful of games. With Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, they were great. And it was because Aaron looked to him in those moments, getting into the red zone, almost, maybe a little move here, get a little block and touchdown, and you do it with your best player. Because if you call that play and you throw it to Andre Carter, it's not going to be a touchdown. He'll probably get 15 yards, maybe outrun one guy and get tackled. But when it's Devante and you throw that same route, he's going to shake people, use his speed, and he's going to score every time. You got to give him those opportunities. He had more with Derek Carr. You didn't hear him saying that with Derek Carr, because when Derek Carr was finding someone to get in the end zone for us to have greatness, it was to Devante. We got to get back to that. If Derek did anything right, he did that right. Nicholas Maida, it's been far too long. Okay, it's been far too long since we've been a winner. I understand that. But when you say how much it hurts, and when I hear other fans say how much it hurts, oh, it's hard to be a Raiders fan, I look them right in their face and say, shut up, because I'm not hearing it. Do you think we've been waiting longer than the Bungles? Huh? Or the Lions? Huh? Or the Commodores or Commanders or whatever they're calling themselves? How about the Seattle Seahawks? Huh? Or the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who only won one when they had our part-time minority leader there running the whole ship. And then he just went and got one for him drunk and got out of town. Okay, there's a lot of people waiting a whole hell of a lot longer than we have. Look how close the Niners are, and they still suck. I've got John LaJoy all confused. Everyone in the league loves the Niners. They all love the Niners. Everyone's all about the Niners. Yeah, except for that one thing, that one huge glaring thing. And it's like a hole in the Titanic that's being plugged up with a cork. Except you know who's standing right by that cork with his fingers on it just waiting to pull it? Shanahan. Yeah, that's right, because he thinks you got to pull that sucker out and use it to make a play. Dummy. I hate that guy. He's so genius. He's just smart enough to lose with a team that should have won. Bum. He's a bum. And he'll do it again. I love Mickey Kidd. Oh, I love you, girl. Bears package is falling all over the place. No, it's the package. It's not called Bears package anymore. We ended this at the beginning. Stop that. These are the games we should win, and we're barely squeaking by. David Pell-Clyber, yeah. So you get it. Yeah, Hoyer's going to be the starter on Sunday. The 49ers hired me to DJ their tailgate party when they play here in Arizona. Damn, I'm ashamed I'm taking their money. I'm going to sneak in the autumn wind. Chris, if you need a Flavor Flav hype man, I'm your boy. Yeah, boy. And then I'll, show them all the logo, right before the game starts. I'm with you. You'll still get paid. You'll just get fired. What about Daniel Hunter from Minnesota Vikings? What do you think? Mark Vargas, I like that. And that's a guy, too, that's not too old. You know what I mean? You can bring him in. He's going to give you a couple years if you need it. Steve Valdez, Sup Bear, I'm getting married to the beautiful woman you see in my profile picture tomorrow. Can I get a Raiders? Yes, you can. And do you think we'll get a Raider win on Sunday as a wedding gift? And first and foremost, brother, you guys look beautiful. She's lovely. Now, and congratulations. Now, having said this, I think we can get a Bears win. I think most of us feel like this is a game you're supposed to win. So I do feel like we'll win this game. I feel like we'll be on a 3-game win streak. But do we feel like a team on a 3-game win streak? In other words, going into the 4th game, are we going to feel like we're just going to mow down our opponent? No. See, that's the problem. That's what Devante's talking about. A team on a 3-game win streak should have all of the rest of the teams, in the league going, whoa, look at that. I mean, we better watch out when that comes to town. And they're not. They're looking at us winning 3 games against bad teams as a bad team. Not that I think we're a bad team. They think we're a bad team. So bad team faces bad team. Whoever wins that, they don't care. Now, the fact that we get 3 in a row out of it still is a statement, because in bad games where bad teams are playing bad teams, you usually have the level of competition to level off. And so we'll see. But I think we're just better than these average teams. Vicky Gang! Love you, girl. Steve Valdez, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. I agree that Mark Davis is nowhere near his father, Al Davis's knowledge and love of the sports game. Exactly. Josh McDaniels will keep us in no man's land. Yeah, I'm worried about it. He's a bad head coach. He's barely a good offensive coordinator. It's looking that way. Mark Vargas, bear! Even this late in the show. Okay, I'm just in a good mood. So I'm going to give you a good bear when I get one like that. I've always hated that guy since he cheated for the Broncos. Yep. Okay, Chris has us up 28-17. I kind of agree with that score. I don't use bad words, Mr. Raider Bear, because I get punished. And what's even more important is it makes my mommy sad. Well, Tommy, I love you, little guy, for that. You keep that up. You keep remembering that. Show me that smile. Come on. No, come on. Show me that smile. Now you hug your mom from me, from you, and from you to me. And yeah, you keep that up. Sounds like a character from Lord of the Rings. Rick Campos, Raiders always make rookies look good. Well, Rick Campos, I would argue that when you have a rookie quarterback out there, the other teams are on their back heels because they have no video to study the kid. So whatever you get from Aiden O'Connell this year is only going to be a sample size. So that's, if you remember correctly, if your football knowledge, I'll put it on challenge here. Baker Mayfield, when he came into the league, and he was with Cleveland, he came into the middle of the first game that started his wave as the starter. He came in the middle of a game, in the middle of a season, and he had a little bit of a run, and he looked pretty good. But that's because no one knew his tendencies. No one had tape on him. As soon as the following season started, he wasn't very good. Now, yes, he's a starter still with Tampa Bay, and he's bouncing around a little bit, but he's never really going to be the guy. You know what I mean? He's one of these guys. He's a gunslinger. He's got some Johnny Bravo in him. So whenever he walks around, he seems like a shadow is just dragging behind him like a hero. But he's fake. And I really don't have a right to say that because he took my Raiders and put him over his knee and gave us a good spanky when he was with the Los Angeles Rams for like 10 minutes. Oh, the Raiders? No problem. Be right back. And we lose. I don't know, man. Okay, I really want to keep and use Renfro. Chris Robinson, the problem is that Renfro is an asset that we can use to do other things. Josh McDaniels sees everyone like vanilla players. He doesn't need special players. He doesn't need specially talented players. It's just with Devante Adams, he's an exceptional star. So when you had an opportunity to him, you pull the trigger. But outside of that, he doesn't feel like he needs a Josh Jacobs. He doesn't feel like he needs all these guys. He just wants guys that are guys that fit pieces and win that way. He almost wants them to be beneath him, which is, if you look back, that's how Belichick used to do it. Belichick would bring in guys and say, you play your skills in this system and we will win. And they were able to do that because they had a Hall of Fame quarterback. They don't have much else in that regard. Okay, I would send you right out if I didn't know Marlo isn't home tonight. But since Marlo's not home tonight, you can go ahead and come in. Since young Pimpin is not here to try and talk to my woman.
Young pimpin'.
Well, what is he, 9? And he's always trying to marry my mama bear? Okay, Rick Sarmon, the only reason I think he gets the 3rd year in his money contract, if you get one to pay 3 coaches at the same time, okay, don't go against the cap. Well, if you're talking about Josh, we can't fire him until like year 4 or 5, really. It's not 3 years. So it's worse than it sounds. I'm done with Crappolo. Bring in the kid. Daniel Himmenstreich. Best German name ever. What's up, brother? Welcome to the show. I don't know. They called Brian Hoyer's going to be the starter. I don't have a problem with that. You know what I mean? He's slinging the rock around. I don't know how Mama Bear does it. She's the only person I've ever seen that could actually tackle Bo Jackson. I think he just does it because she's pretty. Okay.
No.
Trading for Daniel Hunter would be the move. Okay. Cody Palmer, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. It's so frustrating. Part is Devante Adams is like Kobe Bryant, but unfortunately, Devante can't throw the ball to himself. Chris Robinson, your comments are on point tonight. I appreciate you, brother, because I agree. He's doing a Kobe Bryant. He's saying this isn't good enough, and I want everyone, the coach, the owner, all the players, everyone to raise to that level. Greatness. You know, we're misconstruing what we saw. That was a Muhammad Ali moment. And just like Muhammad Ali, when he was young, he was vilified in the press and treated like a show-off and a cocky guy. It wasn't until 20, 30 years later that people saw those statements and went, wow, that guy was a legend. In the moment when all of us were hemming and hawing back and forth, he stood out and said, watch me work. Was never afraid, never backed down. And now you have a guy who's getting pissed off because we're limpy-doing all through, new word, limpy-doing through some of these wins and losses. And he's like, come on, man. What are we doing? You've got Muhammad Ali over here. You've got Kobe Bryant over here. Give him the ball. Vicky! Yeah! Tell him, Vicky, again. You guys have no idea. Mama Bear, do you know what I have on auction tonight? No. Okay, they're not going to believe it. You're not going to believe it. Okay, but check this out. I have our Raiders backpack up tonight. And you know it's the smooth one, not one of these ones like kids take to school. Okay, it doesn't have a bunch of pockets on it and everything. An adult? Yeah, an adult backpack. Then I've got the black on black steel and my dogs. The dogs aren't in the package. And 2, I got the black on black steel license plate cover. I got the sweet Raider Et patch. I've got the decal. Car can't be white. But here's the decal. It's super sweet. And then I have the script patch for the Raiders. Works good on anything. And then I just threw this in for stuff and giggles because I'm a nice guy. The Raider whiteout and the Raider blackout Raider bear patches. That's right. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items. No, 7 with the most expensive and most valuable one of them all. My signed autographed image. Okay, I don't like that you immediately laughed at that. I think that this is valuable, Mother Bear. All right, and that will be in tonight's package. Mama Bear, I'm putting foots in you.
No, you're not.
I'm gonna.
You're not auctioning that one.
I would never auction that. I love that one.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was one made specifically for you.
Yeah, Troy Gill, he is going to start. We're going to have Brian Hoyer out there to start the game, and I think that makes the most sense. If you bring Aiden O'Connell out there and you start getting him banged up on the road and things like that, I don't necessarily love that idea. And when I say that, I mean that if it's going to be part-time and going back and forth with Hoyer, I don't think you should do that. That. Now, the problem you then go with there, though, and I know this is a lot of overthinking, and I apologize for that, but if you start Aiden O'Connell, let's say he gets through this next game and then gets hurt in the next, all you've got behind him is a 30. You know, that would almost force us to call in Carson Wentz, which would still be worse than any alternative we have. I'd rather put one of our offensive linemen at quarterback than Carson Wentz. If we win 3 games and we squeak by Detroit, I'll crack a smile. Chris Robinson, you better jump up and down and twerk if we beat the Lions, okay?
And on video.
Yeah, Mama Bear wants to see that. Nat Frank, Raiders better win. I picked them on my parlay. How much? How much you going to get? We're going to get 4 in a row. Rick Samarano. I feel you. Michael Guerrero. The Naked Raiders in the house. Everyone look down. Just look down. Davis is worried about the Aces. Even our locals say they wish he put more emphasis on the Raiders. And I get that, but he owns both things. You know what I mean? And I just feel like he feels like the Raiders are an albatross. You know what I mean? That he's been dealing with his dad for all this time. And by the way, he couldn't spell albatross. Anthony Alwyn, what's up? He needs to do whatever he's doing with that WNBA team stuff. They got 2 championships. Well, I mean, that's just a whole nother thing. Vicky Ginn said, I don't think he ever cared about the Raiders. Okay, I'm going to go at this a different way for you guys, okay? Ready? I'm just going to do this for everyone else. I want everyone else to at least have this in their back pocket mentally, okay? Maybe Mark Davis is acting this way because he loved his dad so much. And he didn't like the fact that he saw his dad getting treated like garbage by the NFL and the city of Oakland. And I apologize for saying that. I was born in Oakland. You guys know I love Oakland. I never wanted us to leave. I was on the never leave Oakland team. So was Mama Bear. But the God's honest truth is the team let him down too. They never really intended to build a stadium in Oakland. And every person I called, every person I reached out to say, where's this going? And Mama Bear will tell you, we were talking to city councilmen in Oakland. We were talking to people who really had their fingers on the trigger and could have made this happen. Okay. When Ronnie Lott, Marcus Allen, and some other rich guys got together and they said, okay, Ronnie, we want you to be the face of it, but us 6 millionaires, we're going to do this and get this stadium built. And then it becomes a cash cow for them over the long term. So they were ready to take the risk. And still, Mark Davis was cool with it. The old school rich owners or former players were with it. And then when it came to a meeting for the city council and so on, they put the kibosh on it and said it's not effective and blah, 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 blah. James Farrell, Bear, I just found out the player of the Saints who dropped the potential game-winning touchdown was Foster Moreau. Oh, look, did you guys see that? He just dropped another one. You know, honestly, I'm telling you all I'm telling you all the truth. Derek Carr was a good player. He could have been better. Now, not as far as like there were things I wanted him to learn. I just mean he could have been better as far as he could have gotten more wins if we had built a better defense around him. But bottom line, there are teams that have less that win. Okay, that kid, Kirk Cousins with the Vikings, that guy just slings the rock. He gets knocked around, he gets knocked down, and then he gets up and says, Kirko got this. They even gave him a nickname, Kirko. I love that. But he got swag, man. You know, and Derek never had that. All Derek ever had was, put it on me. Put it on me, okay? Don't put that on the team. Put that one on me. I got to be the first one responsible for what we do. And God willing, Derek Carr, woo, 2024. Nope. Only Vatos Locos like Raiders. The Sacramento Truth Movement is feeling himself right now. Bob Standard, I'm going to try and come on around the same time as normal, right around 4. Karina! Hello! All right, if you got a bid and you're getting ready to bid, go big, and you're going to blast by everyone that was bidding before you, because everyone's just got a few bucks hidden here and there. But if you come over the top, what?
Bob Standard's wife's in Arizona.
Bob Standard's wife's in Arizona?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
right on.
Just saw some posts from her.
Well, maybe we'll just make her in the family dinner, huh? How about that, Bob? While we talk about your Atlanta Braves. I love that guy. If I'm Hoyer this week, I'm throwing the ball to Adams at least 3 times in double coverage. Here you go, Devante. You better come down with it. Well, but honestly, that's what he's asking for. He's asking for those opportunities. You know what I mean? I still hate the fact that we crumbled beneath the fear of being publicly scrutinized for drafting Jalen Carter. We just missed out on a perennial Pro Bowler. Marcus Atchison, yet another one of my viewers. A brilliant comment. I can't say anything else. The guy was still on the board. The Raiders had a shot, and we let it go by because we don't want to deal with the PR of it. I agree. I hate saying that, but I agree. Travis! Really? Go get him. That's how you do it, man. No. I don't want to hear about Carson Wentz. No. Tommy, go to bed. That's my guy right there. Sup, Joseph and Linda Bear. What's up, Oso Raider? TNBC crew in the house.
Hi, Oso.
Our president. What's up, brother? Travis! Really? Oh, Travis is coming down the pike. Okay, he's like a race car. He's coming out the outside edge on all y'all. We gave up home team advantage when we moved there. Anthony, we didn't just give up home field advantage. We don't have a base of fans there. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm looking right into the camera, okay? I love my Raider Nation in Vegas. They're strong. But what I mean is that they came from other places. They weren't in Vegas, okay? So homegrown people who live and work in Vegas, we don't have that yet. And so you don't see the same push from the city that you might see from other cities that have had the team for a long period of time. Now, so what we've been turned into is Walt Disney, Great America. It's a vacation event with family and friends, and opposing teams fans coming in because Raider fans are making money selling their tickets. But the one thing I want to say, and I think you'll all notice this Sunday when you watch, that's happening throughout the league. Teams that traditionally have a hardcore home field advantage are seeing a lot more of the opposing team's color than ever before.
We've been seeing that a lot lately.
Huh?
We've been seeing that a lot lately.
Yeah. I love Foster Moreau too, bro. And when they originally announced that he was going to be battling with cancer, I really felt bad for him. But even though I'm making fun of him dropping that touchdown, I want to make it clear. I want to see him and Derek Carr do well with the Saints. I don't like what I'm seeing. I just thought that's what we would see. Average play, bungled moments, good and bad, end up in a loss. It's just how his career has almost always been. Excuse me, I had the hiccups right at the end of the show. Travis, Kelly, and one more time, Karina. Hello. Oh, it's coming down to the wire. Stephen Shaw, you already got something cool coming to me from me, so don't worry about it. And I've got you covered. It's really Mama Bear's fault in reality, but because I try to keep her in line with these kind of things. I'm going to the post office, Mama Bear, get this shit done. And what does she do? Oh, I don't know. I need a coffee. I was going to go shopping today.
I'm pulling that knife out of my back right now. You just shoved right in the back of me right there. It kind of hurts. It's a little salty back there.
Did it go deep?
It went very deep. It burns right now. It burns.
Time is ticking before the bear hangs up on us. Have a great night, everyone. Good night, Vicky. Again, much love to you.
Good night, Vicky.
Carr is a great dude. Don't get me wrong, but he's been with us for like 8 or 9 years and given so many chances, expecting different results. Trying the same thing over and over is the definition of insanity. That's right, Scotty Lutz. That's why my show is like that. I try over and over again to do it well, and dadgummit if it doesn't just go all into insanity. That's Mama Bear's fault too. Marcus Atchison, until we start winning on the regular, we won't have a home field advantage. Well, your fans should be there win, lose, or draw, though. Yes, and Bear, I did mention months leading up to the draft. If Jalen Carter is there at 7, you take him no matter what. No disrespect to Tyree Wilson. Love this kid. No, you don't. Nobody loves Tyree Wilson yet. Don't tell that lie. He's a Raider, but we're all ready to kick him in his you-know-what. And do what, Mama Bear? Put foots in him. Okay? Tyree Wilson is getting on my last nerve. He needs to get off his you-know-what and kick it into gear. And start giving us plays like nah. Not now, but nah. I don't think you understood me, Mr. Raider Bear. I said Carson Wentz is a sissy. Love Tommy.
He had to check you.
Tommy, you're right. I don't know what I was doing. Good job, little buddy.
You need your water.
That red hair is expensive. You don't know the half. You don't know the half. Okay? I get put to work. I'm not saying, hey, I can't say too much. She's right here. Patrick Ramos, what's up, brother? Welcome to the show. You guys have a good night. Tyree Wilson has no motor whatsoever. You know, honestly, I don't think that it's that he has no motor. I'm not arguing with you, but I just think that the real problem is that his skill set is power. I was saying this long before we picked him. His skill set is power. So the moment you brought him into the NFL, you said that you want him to play like Khalil Mack. There's only so many guys that you can label Black Jesus, okay? Black Thor, okay? That's Khalil Mack. Tyree Wilson ain't that. He's good. He's strong. He can play the run. But we have already had two other guys like that in Arden Key and Cleve Furl. Both, you know, hostages we released to the Niners for them to find out they aren't any good. Well, yeah, we get pressures from him and he's playing the run. I give him that. Rose Ortega said he's slow and clumsy. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, it is Cleveland Furl all over again. I hate to agree with that because it feels like as a rookie we're not giving him enough chance, but we are. He's had his opportunities, and I'm not saying that he's washed up. I'm not saying we should trade him. None of these things. I'm just simply saying he needs to get his act together and start getting pressures on quarterbacks, because if he doesn't, you know, what good is he doing us? You know, we've got enough guys that can play defensive tackle, but we need more ladies and gentlemen to win sweet backpacks like this one that's for adults only because it's black and silver and sexy. It's not for school, okay? And then I've got the sweet Carr decal. I'm throwing all of this in with the sweet bag. I know it's nuts. Look, this is one of the biggest packages I've ever given away. I gave Mama Bear the best one ever, and she put a ring on it. Check it out. The Raiders, black on black, license plate. You just got that one, huh? It just settled in.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, tell me I'm lying, though. Then there's the Raiderette patch. Woo! The script Raiders patch. Look at it. This is 4 patches I'm putting in here. And the custom blackout, whiteout Raider Bear. Come on. Tell me I'm lying. Okay? I'm saying Mr. Shaw's already getting something like this. I'm hooking him up just because he got one of my last packages and I'm hooking him up. So just trust me, he's going to get the hookup on the winner tonight. And speaking of which, no, don't do that. No, don't do that. Oh, and did I forget to mention that my autographed personal... I don't even know what size. It's like 5x4 or something like that. I don't know. Throwing that into a Raiders! Woo! Still the best goddamn war cry in all of the NFL. But mainly the Raiders! Woo! No, don't do that. Stop that. Much love, James Walker. I appreciate the love. The music of doom. That is what it is. The music of doom. Mike Brown. Oh, we got a Mike Brown sighting. Travis. Really? Remember, proceeds go to St. Jude's Early Onset Cancer, Punks for Autism, and the Kind Fund. Kids in need of desks. We're setting things straight all over the world. I'm putting kids in Africa in school. I'm saving kids with cancer. I'm sponsoring animals. I'm working with autistic groups. You name it, I bring it. For who? Raider Nation! I should sleep well at night, man. Whoever ends up posting on this, it's just going to end up saving lives, I'm telling you. Oh, stop it. And it's only till my jam ends. Once the jam's over, that's it. No more bids. Travis! Really? Good night, Mike Brown. I appreciate you. Raider Goon, much love. angels on everyone's pillow, and sweet dreams from our lovely Corinna Trujillo. God bless you right back, Stephen Shaw. Mike Brown! Go, Mike, go! When the song is over, that's it. So I don't want to hear anybody whining at me later on when they realize they could have got a black-on-black license plate, a sweet tote bag, a car decal, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't even have enough fingers to make up this package. Oh, and my autograph. That's right. This is worth way more than what you're bidding right now. Yeah, I said it. Meant every word. Who? The R8RBEAR! A Raider! Let's go. I'm doing another hour. That's it. I'm fired up. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna announce who the winner was later on in the show, at the end of the show, on R8RBEAR family page. And don't forget, when the winner is announced, you got to go to our inbox and leave us your mailing or information, or we can't send it to you. Good night, good riddance, and to all of the rest of you, just, root for the Raiders and stop all that whining.